Popping, y'all. This is Deidre with One Shot Game. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve in your life and grow. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I feel like as a human being, you should, bunker down on your purpose and make sure that you helping the people. Not all going in the same direction. We can't really get no understanding from each other because we all going in the same direction. You know what I'm saying? So listen, never limit yourself to the knowledge that you can learn to grow. It's important. It's how people move up in the ladder of life. And a lot of people stay stagnant because they don't even want to grow. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay too. But before I start the title of my video, I just want to say a big shout out, as I always do, to the people who support me. I really acknowledge y'all for watching my videos. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what's going on in the background. I learned that in life, that never be surprised, you know what I'm saying, by what could happen that you can't see. And that's just life. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You can't control everything. So big shout out to y'all. The title of this video is going to be on substance. You know what I'm saying? What is it that you can give to another person to help them grow? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people in this day and age right now that don't have no true value to themselves. The only thing that they have to give another person is the outside image. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no game to give to no one. You know what I'm saying? You're still hindered inside yourself. So anything you learn, you don't want to give it to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You're a big hater of somebody else's success. You know what I'm saying? You're never trying to give nobody else no game they could use. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not in the world trying to help another person by, you know what I'm saying, helping yourself, what is really your purpose? What are you really doing? Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, anybody could get money. Anybody could, you know what I'm saying, be successful. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, what do you have to offer? Like, because we're evolving and we're changing into a different lane. So if all you got is your outside image and some body parts, like, you gonna get cheated on. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Unless you dealing with somebody who's smart enough to realize what they getting into before they get into it and stop it right at the door. Like, if us as people can't give and feed into others in all relationships, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, I think the curriculum in school needs to be altered a little. And there needs to be a class on relationships. You know what I'm saying? And not just romantic relationships, friendships, platonic relationships, family relationships. Like, at the end of the day, you have to know how to vibe with people. You know what I'm saying? And in order to grow in life, people want you to be able to feed them some game that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to stay in the same box, you trying to stay in the same lane, you know what I'm saying? We are not growing like that. You know what I'm saying? We're staying stagnant. You know what I'm saying? And so what happens is the people that are trying to grow no longer want to associate with them people. And they get offended. You know what I'm saying? And start taking it in some sort of way. And it's not even like that. It's just the fact that you have no substance to give me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to stay stuck in that old way of thinking, that old way of living about myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I was damaging to myself. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and it's not to judge anybody. It's just, if you stop for a second and really just, you know what I'm saying, trying to grow, you'll be opened and welcome to new information. You know what I'm saying? You'll feed life into other people instead of being a hater, you know what I'm saying, or being someone that looks down on others. You know what I'm saying? Can't take no game or knowledge from nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're used to just hanging around the same people. and y'all have no substance to give to nobody. All y'all do is like energy vampires. You know what I'm saying? Y'all suck off of everybody else's energy and don't give nothing in return. And the only way then people can hang around you is they have to feed into you, but you're not going to give nothing in return. People are starting to catch on to that. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they being used. You know what I'm saying? So it's better if I separate myself from around you. If you can take from me, but you can't pour into me. It should be an equal balance. We should be able to pour into each other. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, what is the point of us even having any type of social relationship? You know what I'm saying? And it's energy, baby. Energy is coming to the light right now in such a strong way, to the point you can't lie, finesse, manipulate a lot of people, because they're starting to catch on. And they don't want to, you feel me, offend nobody or make somebody mad, because doing the manipulating and someone has caught on because they're still in their head. It's just best to just stop talking to you. Stop dealing with you, because you're blocked in your mind. You wouldn't even be able to see the fact that I know you're manipulating me and hating on me, and you know what I'm saying, have an evil vendetta against me energetically. Because if I mention it, the first thing you're going to try to do is cover it up. No, it's not like that. Or try to convince me that it's something other than what it is. And your mouth is saying something completely different than what your energy is saying. You know what I'm saying? And the more people catch on to that, the people that live their life, you know what I'm saying, manipulating and finessing and giving nobody no substance, because they operate out of pure evil. It's all about them and what you can do for them and give to them. And if you can't, they choose not to associate with you. They pick and choose who they want to choose to be around. You know what I'm saying? And associate with. But them type of people are such vampires. You got to pour into them, pour into them, pour into them, pour into them. As long as you're pouring into them, they're the nicest, sweetest people you ever meet. You know what I'm saying? But don't pour into yourself. Because if they feel like, you know what I'm saying, you getting one ahead of them, they gonna stop associating with you. Listen, I don't want to be around people like that. I want to be around people that's gonna encourage me to choose me every time. You know what I'm saying? Don't choose me. I'm not trying to control you. You know what I'm saying? Choose yourself. But I believe, you know what I'm saying, in the city I've grew up in all my life, a lot of people don't know how to choose themselves. So they operate out of solely choosing others, which means I'm going to manipulate and finesse any way I can to get you to choose me. Because that's the only type of validation I get, is when somebody congratulates me, honors me, pours into me. I'm not going to pour into you. You know what I'm saying? I don't operate like that. I don't pour into others. You know what I'm saying? I only pour into myself. And it's like, it's kind of rude. People eventually at some point are not going to want to be around you, because it's a way you can do it. You can pour into yourself and be about yourself, you know what I'm saying, while also pouring into others as well. Because if you cannot do that, you know what I'm saying, what is the purpose of even being here on this earth? If everything has to be about you and your way all the time, you know what I'm saying, that you can't see the heart in others. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it is some of us and everybody. And, you know what I'm saying? We all come from, you know, this spiritual experience. Just living a physical life. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think people understand that. But I'm telling you right now, it's starting to become very visible. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no substance to give somebody, you don't have no game that they can learn from you. You know what I'm saying? You're just stuck in your old ways. You know what I'm saying? What value do you have to give to someone other than your outside image and what you have? You know what I'm saying? People are turning the lights on and they home. You know what I'm saying? And they're starting to realize, like, I don't want to be around people that I can't learn something from. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, I stand strongly on that. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, like I always say in my past videos, the energy of the people around you is what's going to make or break you. You know what I'm saying? Period. Because those people are either going to have knowledge for you to help build you up and see you grow higher in life, or they're gonna stunt your growth because they don't tell you when you're wrong. They always agree with you. They're yes man. They do whatever you tell them to do, and y'all operate in the same circle of acting and being the same. Nobody is helping nobody grow. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad, because it's like, listen, all this time we've been on this earth, you don't want to grow and elevate? Like, I don't care what nobody say. Growing and elevating is probably healthy. It's not probably, it is healthy for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And people that want to hate on the people growing is because it's comfortable where they at. But they really only hating because they trying to get there too. They just got their pride and their ego in the way. They don't want to learn from somebody else. They don't want nobody else to tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? They want to be the ringleader. You know what I'm saying? They want to control everything. You know what I'm saying? They want to make people do what they want them to do. You know what I'm saying? But listen, if your sole mission in life is to control people, to operate like that, you are never going to grow. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't learn nothing from nobody, and ain't nobody gonna want to pour into you if as soon as you pour into them, you got an attitude, or you putting them down, you know what I'm saying, or telling them they ain't right. Like, come on, as adults, we should be able to be positive. That's healthy. If a person can't be positive with you, they're unhealthy and very toxic, and they live their life off of control. And if I were you, I would stay far, far away from them. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna go nowhere fast hanging around people like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be around yes man. Let me know when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Tell me, hey, you can improve right here. Maybe you should try this. That's how I'm going to grow. You know what I'm saying? My spirit is going to elevate. I'm not going to be the 15, 16-year-old Deidre still thinking like that, trying to get ahead in life. No, I'm going to get the same results that I did when I was 15, 16 if I don't elevate mentally. You know what I'm saying? And the people you hang around are the people that are going to influence you to be better. You know what I'm saying? If they're not teaching you how to be better and all y'all just being the same, none of y'all is growing. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. But the people who are growing, it is not going to be hanging around them. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all running nowhere fast. And it's not to be judgment or anything like that. It's just saying, like, why not have and encourage the person that is growing, you know what I'm saying, so you can grow too, instead of hating on them. You know what I'm saying? Listen, a person that has grew in life and getting ahead, listen, they don't have a big head. They're not cocky. They're humble as pie, because what they're trying to do is help everybody, you feel me, move to the lake. Which means just because you support them or acknowledge them, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, for doing something that's empowering, it doesn't mean you're gonna make them cocky or whatever. It's just gonna be the understanding that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes it's only that one person that has what everybody is trying to get. You know what I'm saying? And listen, and it's nothing wrong with being in that person's presence or trying to understand the game that they given so that you could grow too. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I want to be around people that don't have a poverty mindset, that don't want to just get the bag. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, I want to be around the people that got game, that, you know what I'm saying, know how to, you know, navigate their own businesses they have set out for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Not people that just want to control people and tell them what to do. Like, listen, and it's noticeable because it's your energy that you give off. You know what I'm saying? And it's people are gonna be able to tell right off the bat that you're cocky. You know what I'm saying? But you try to give off the fact of humbleness so you can control more people. You're nice to the people who feed into you, and you play like you gonna give them something in return, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that really want to be around people where they can feed off each other, they're gonna know what's up. Like, the world is changing. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be around myself all day and get game from the people that, you know what I'm saying, is elevated in life off of social media and the internet, than to be around a bunch of people that they don't want to grow. You know what I'm saying? Or they're so self-centered and turned evil, that everything they learn is all for themselves. They don't want to help nobody grow. They don't want to help nobody change. Everything they know is all for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And listen, you it's almost kind of like you ain't gonna go nowhere fast if you soak in everything that you know and learn to use it for yourself instead of trying to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get further ahead in life if you take some game that you know that could help somebody and give it to them. It's gonna cost you nothing to help them out and encourage them. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I also got to understand that a lot of the past people I associated myself with has got anger and jealousy and depression, and they ain't growing. So they don't want to see nobody else grow. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as you think you growing, we going to hate on you. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to pretend as if everything is good because we want something from you, but we're not going to pour back into you. Listen. The energetic frequency of the world is rising, which means people who operate solely on controlling people with their words, but on an energetic level, you have nothing to give anyone, people are going to start paying attention to that. And you're going to end up being very alone. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget that at some point, your kids is going to leave you too. You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to live their own lives, and it's still going to be you. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a spouse, I'm all happy for you. You know what I'm saying? But these days, people are just in relationships because they don't want to be alone. They're not really with someone that truly is feeding into them. You know what I'm saying? They're draining them, and it's toxic as hell. You know what I'm saying? I refuse. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want people to understand and know that as the energetic frequency of the world is rising, to know that someone is healthy means they are positive, they're supportive. You know what I'm saying? They're feeding into somebody, they're feeding into each other, they're not putting no one down. You know what I'm saying? And this is not just by words. You know what I'm saying? This is your energetic frequency. You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell anybody anything, and people are paying attention to you feel me, how a person acts and the words that they say. You know what I'm saying? And if it ain't matching up, people are going to be able to tell right off the back, you are not that. You know what I'm saying? You're just putting on a front because you're an energy vampire and you suck off of other people's energy, which means you tell them whatever they want to hear so that they can give you something, but you never plan on giving them nothing in return, because life is all about you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the type of person that you are. You have chose the dark side over being kind and you know what I'm saying, showing goodness, because in the world we operate in right now, it is so easy to choose evil and be dark. You know what I'm saying? It's just easy. Everybody chooses to you know what I'm saying, walk that road because everybody's navigating in it. And then you have the select few that choose to walk in the light, which means you love yourself entirely. You pour into yourself, but you also have enough energy to pour into someone else so that they can grow too. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, what can you move by yourself? You know what I'm saying? There's not a one-man army in the world. They usually have a team. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware and be mindful. The real ones, they know how to pour into themselves and love themselves, but they're not evil. They're humble. They also know how to pour into others as well and motivate them to grow. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the energy vampires who pretend like they're pouring into you, but they're not. They need something from you, and they'll do whatever they have to do to get it, which doesn't mean necessarily they're going to pour back into you. And this is on an energetic level. It is not what the mouth says, because the mouth be lying. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I didn't want to hold y'all up too long. I just want y'all to know and understand, like, the real ones is love and light, and they pour into others. Everyone, not just the ones they want to pour into. You know what I'm saying? They truly love themselves. They truly have done the work. They truly have figured out who they are, and they know that whatever anybody says cannot hurt or harm them. because they choose themselves first over everyone else. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. Loving yourself and finding out who you are and finding your purpose. And I promise your purpose is not just to pour into you so you can rule everybody in the world. People don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's very important. We got lessons to learn.